So, hey guys, it's Mike's Way, or as many of you already know me as Michael. I'm back with another video, and of course, I have. I don't know where I was trying to go with that. It left my mind right there. But as many of you know, that I do have a calling to preach, and for the past few days, I've been feeling really alone. Like, I was feeling lonely, and I felt like there was just nothing coming to me. I was broken. I've been going through some stuff. Uh, Me and the mistress, me and the woman, we we're good. We definitely are definitely good, and we're definitely working on our personal walk with God, and that's what I've been doing by reading the Word. I sat down on the floor for the past almost 2 days and was just weeping and just saying, God, I need a new word. I need something to strengthen me. Get rid of this fear. Get rid of this worry. Get rid of this sadness. Get rid of this loneliness. I feel alone. There's nothing. There's nothing here. But I mean, I'm not normally the type of person to be cooped up in a room because of you know COVID-19. Uh, they got quarantines. Well, it kind of affects me. It does. Because I'm not used to that kind of atmosphere of having to just stay still for such a long period of time. Like, it's not like I don't have a mental disorder or anything like that, but I'm normally always going, going, going. I normally never just take a break and just chill for long periods of time. I'm normally either talking to somebody or something. Well, I didn't have nobody to talk to. Not blaming anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I just like no one's really. I don't know how to really describe it, but like me and the woman, we are developing our personal walk with God stronger than what we have. We definitely keep God first in everything, so no one has to worry about that. We do keep God first in all things. Uh, it's just we both just needed breathing space, I guess you could say. I mean, this is definitely strengthening us, giving us this alone time. Of course, every single time I try to do something like that, something has to happen, and it resets everything. I hope it didn't reset, so I don't have to wait another 4 days, 4 to 5 days, because I've been fasting and reading the Word and understanding all the Word. I just hope it doesn't, do all that. Because I've been trying to. I deleted all my social medias. Not like delete, but like I took off the apps so I wouldn't think about everything and I could have time to focus on the Word. So, basically, the only thing people can really do is text me or call me. So, I'm kind of just like, eh. Of course, I have YouTube and I can upload videos and stuff like that to that. Uh, Playing games with some friends or something like this. That's about all I got right now because I installed all my apps with social media besides, YouTube and text messaging, calling, whatever. That's about it. So I've been sitting here feeling alone, and one, it just emptiness. It just don't. Like I don't have spiritual emptiness, but it's just like it's just empty here. It's like there's nothing here. It's boring. There it is. There's the word I'm looking for. Boring. So I really didn't have anything. I don't really have anything to do. Playing games just ain't as fun as it normally was. Stuff like that. It used to be so fun, but now it's like I've grown out of it. But I mean, the way this all started is, and I'm gonna give her honor for this. My girlfriend, if she wouldn't have took the step to further her personal walk with God, I probably would not have this message that I have received. So definitely going to give her honor there because it definitely is very much helpful from her for me to be able to put everything on hold and focus. Like, do I miss her? Yeah, I miss her badly. I miss them. I miss them pretty badly. Her. Yeah, miss her pretty badly. I don't know why. Yeah, no, I miss them pretty badly. If she sees this video, she'll understand why I'm saying them. I do miss them pretty badly. I do. But at the same time, we needed some space. Like she said, we do need some space. She knows I love her, and she knows that I care about her, and nothing's gonna change that. People, of course, try to start stuff and twist words around and all this good stuff, but that's not phasing us at all. I mean, it does aggravate us, but it's not gonna phase us. We stand strong. We stand faithful. We stand loyal. I do not doubt her for 1 second, and I'm 100% sure that she does not doubt me for a second. I stand strong on the firm belief that we have a very strong, powerful relationship because we keep God in the midst of our relationship. A lot of people try to say that we don't, but we do. Just no one ever wants to pay attention to everything. Just saying. Just got to make some things covered. We do keep the Lord very, very close in everything. So, just want to give her honor and say a big thank you to one God for giving me someone that wants to embrace the spiritual side and embrace the spiritual realm of being, further in a walk with God. That's probably why I'm so pushy, because I'm not used to that. It's a learning experience, I guess you could say, because I'm not used to that type of atmosphere, because none of my other relationships ever wanted to actually go further into a spiritual degree. That's where it's different. So I'm having to learn, so I'm having to adapt to that, so I can stop being so, so I don't push as I admittedly have done. Of course, she knows that she understands. She does. It's just, I'm annoying. It's who I am. I'm annoying. I ain't scared to admit it. It's who I am. I wouldn't be me if I didn't have some annoying sides. So, but definitely giving God honor, of course, and thanks for giving me such an amazing person. And giving her honor where it is due, because it's due. I don't always tell her thank you for everything, but I will say thank you for this one. It definitely helped a lot for the past almost 3 days. It's been very, very helpful on developing a new sermon that was actually preached this morning by one of my good friends that I don't know if he considers me a friend. He's like, I think he's in his 50s or something like that. And I've known this guy since I got into the church, and he preached this exact message that the Lord was giving me for the past two days. It's pretty interesting. It was pretty awesome, actually. So I was just like, all right, God. Basically, how this message came to be was I was laying on the floor, just like, why? Like, what's going on? Why am I so alone? And he was like, you're not alone. I'm here with you at all times. Remember your blessings. Remember. That's the key word. Remember. All that I've brought you from. All that I've brought you through. And all that I'm bringing you to. That's where the key of it all is. Remember. And be faithful. So, where this sermon comes from is battles won alone. It's very, very simple. Battles won alone. So it goes with 1 Samuel 17, starting with verse 32. It goes through verse 37. And David said to Saul, "Let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine." And Saul said to David, "Thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth." And David said unto Saul, "Thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him, and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and smote him, and slew him. Thy servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he hath defied the armies of the living God." David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, "Go, and the Lord be with thee." David went and fought a battle alone, and he won. He killed the Philistine. He killed Goliath alone. The army of Israel was so fearful of the Philistine, and God did not make us with the spirit of fear. So David decided, I ain't scared of this Philistine, I'm going to take him out. So he stepped out of that comfort zone, and he slew that Philistine. He slew him. He killed him. With no fear. There's a lot of stories. Daniel faced battles alone. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego faced a battle alone. A lot of people think, oh, it was a group effort because they all three decided, we're not going to bow to this statue. No. If you really think about it, it was all an alone battle for all three of them. Because they all three had to make up in their own minds, I'm not worshiping a false idol. I'm not worshiping a man. I'm not worshiping this statue. I'm not falling on my face to worship a statue. I worship God. That's where Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego fought their own spiritual, personal battle, where they had to make it up in their mind. I'm not doing it. I worship God. So, the key of this all is you're not really ever alone, but there are battles you have to fight alone. Now that sounds a little bit weird, but you're never truly alone because God is always with you. And when you think on the blessings and all the things that He's done and is going to do, you'll be really surprised if you really just start looking at all your blessings, even if they're recent. For me, I think on the blessings that I've received in the past 2 months. My girlfriend, I that's a blessing. She's definitely a blessing. Definitely. That her and her family, blessing. Definitely. They are very helpful in ways that they don't realize. But there's more to it as well. I received breakthroughs. I've received stronger anointings. I received stronger sermons than I ever have before. God makes me, with one clear word, remember. That is all caps, remember. When you remember all the blessings that God's given, you start to realize that when you're facing a battle alone, you're really not alone. God's always right there. He's always right there. Because the fact being that when He has blessed you, a lot of people don't even think about it. He's always been there. Because He's the reason that we even wake up in the morning. That is a blessing. That's your very first blessing of every single day you wake up. Because we're not promised tomorrow. We're not. We're never promised tomorrow. So when we do wake up, that is definitely a blessing. So really, all your battles that you fight on your knees, standing, it doesn't matter what you're doing when you're fighting them. There's always someone with you, and it's God, who is a spirit. He's always there with you. You just have to have the faith to be able to realize it and say, hey, I'm not alone in this battle. My God's got me. He's already won the war. That's where I look at it now. My downfall, my downfalls is worrying, fear, doubting, beating myself up, uh, overthinking, pushing people. I do it all. Those are all my downfalls. And I'm trying my 100%. Lord is watching me right now that I am definitely trying my best to stop doing all of that stuff. And it's definitely a battle to be able to fight all that. But my main downfall is feeling alone. But whenever I begin to think and I began to pray on that floor and I began to weep and cry out, Lord, give me a word, give me something, I began to realize I'm not alone. One, I was never alone to begin with because one, He was always there, and two, my girlfriend's there if I do need her. We are basically just focusing on God personally. But if something were to happen and I needed her, there's no doubt in my mind that she would be, hey, what's up? What's going on? I'm praying for you. She would pray for me if I called her up and said, hey, I just need you to pray. Something's going on. It's a spiritual battle. Or even if it was something that happened to me physically, she would pray. She's a prayer warrior. She's strong. As I would do the same for her. We are stronger than what most people think, and we are stronger than what we even think. But I'm thankful for everything that God's done, and what He's going to do, and what He's doing right now. Because He didn't have to give me someone so special. He didn't have to. But He did. And I'm looking forward to seeing what He will do in our future. And I'm looking forward to seeing where everything goes. Because, one, my ministry's taken off. Yeah, I do take Bible college courses. It is taken off, and people do call on me and say, hey, I need you to preach in this, and I need you to preach here, and I need to preach there. I do get called. Sometimes. And I normally say yes, or I bring it to my pastor, and I say, hey, they want me to preach here, is this alright? Or if they reach out to him first, and then they contact me, and they tell me, hey, your pastor already agreed to it, and it's okay, then I'm jumping right on the opportunity, of course. So, I mean, everything's working the way the Lord wants it to. It's just I got to keep the faith. She's got to keep the faith. We both got to keep faith together. And the Lord is with us. The Lord is with you. Keep the faith, and you will see blessings just as well. Just believe it. Claim it. And where the Lord resides, where He stands, His will shall be done. In Jesus' name.